But yesterday I made a video how an altcoin season was starting yesterday, which is supposed to be happening today. And it's actually funny because a lot of people go in and they're like, ha ha, you lost. The altcoin season didn't start. And it's funny that in crypto, I feel like everyone is a kid. Like, you guys literally are so freaking funny. I'm looking back at my comments from yesterday's video, and people are like, ha, you were X liquidity. I bet you did like 100X. Like, first of all, if you are crying and you are a grown man and you're in crypto, you need to get a job and you need to get a life. Just because I said an altcoin season was starting yesterday, that does not mean that we're gonna see everything explode 100x, tomorrow, yesterday, or today, or tomorrow. It doesn't mean that. It means that the Bitcoin dominance is coming down, and in order for us to see altcoin dominance or Bitcoin altcoin season, sorry, we need to see the Bitcoin dominance pretty much fall down. We're going to be talking about interest rate in this video right here. We're going to be talking about interest rate, how there is a federal announcement happening or supposed to be happening on March 19th. But what I really want to talk about, guys, is the BTC.D. If you guys can see right here, right here, you guys can see that I did mention that an altcoin season was starting today. The tweet was, depending on where you are on the world, but you guys can see that ever since I made this tweet, the Bitcoin dominance is actually down 2%. Now, a lot of you guys might be saying, oh, wait, 2%, that's nothing. You called a 2% dump. No, in fact, a 2% drop on the Bitcoin dominance is actually very, very big, and it's actually bigger than you think. In order for us to see a massive Bitcoin dominance or a massive altcoin season, we need to see the Bitcoin dominance drop down to 55%. And that's when we're going to see all your altcoins literally explode 10x, 20x. Okay, so you might be thinking, wait, but the Bitcoin dominance just dropped, not even 10%. It just dropped 6%. How will I make literally, 10 to 20x return? Well, if you guys learn what the Bitcoin dominance is and how it works and how big the market cap of Bitcoin is, you're actually going to understand how much money will essentially be flowing into the market. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of things that have been delaying the altcoin season, such as pump fund. A lot of people, they're like, you know what, I have no patience with altcoins anymore. I'm going to go ahead and create a token. Or number two, I'm going to go ahead and, try to get on the next 3 million% token. Because we know, guys, in pump fund, in crypto, you got a lot of celebrities. President of Argentina making coins, Donald Trump made a coin, you got this person making a coin, this celebrity making a coin, Kanye West wants to launch a coin, and obviously these are all liquidity grabbers. So the only people who are going to make money are people who are in touch with Kanye or people who are and have connections to Kanye. So if one influencer is and has connection to Kanye, guess what? A few, 10 or 20 influencers are going to talk to these influencers, and they're going to get access, and they're going to go ahead and chill it, put it on X, dump it on you guys, and then call everyone a cheat when pretty much they cheated everything. And then what's going to happen? Everyone who sold their altcoins are going to have nothing left. So obviously, pump fund, crypto, meme coins have been taking a lot of liquidity out there. But another thing, guys, is obviously interest rates. It's a tariff that have been happening. You guys can see right here. Right here. You guys can see that on the 19th of March, we're going to be having a big announcement regarding interest rates. So we're going to have to see if this is going to be holding steady or it's going to drop. If we do have a drop, you guys can expect a massive, altcoin season to happen. Regarding that, we know that the tariffs are supposed to be happening or implementing on March 4th in Canada and Mexico. Now, we know what happens when bad news happens the day of. A lot of people are going to be hoping or thinking, oh, everything's going to dump. But guess what? It's going to be the opposite, okay? So the same way you have an interest rate hike or an interest rate cut, or the same way you have good news, it always does the opposite, okay? A lot of people thought that the good news was going to happen when Trump was going to get in. Trump swears, everything dumps, okay? So the same thing will happen here. A lot of people are expecting the $2 billion unlock to pretty much be very, very bearish for Solana, to pretty much be very, very bad. But guess what? The price is already in, okay? It's already priced in. Everything is already priced in, and pretty much that's about it. So you guys can see right here, the Bitcoin dominance keeps on falling. I think we're at the beginning of an altcoin season. Does that mean that your tokens are going to go up 10x today? No, but the fact that we do, and we are near that 60%, and if we drop down to that 59% region, that's going to be very, very bullish. Should you pretty much go 100x on altcoins? Definitely not. I don't recommend that. I know a lot of people went ahead and did that after I posted my video yesterday. I would not recommend going 100x even in a full-blown bull market. That is just really, really stupid. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin right here. If you guys remember my video yesterday, I mentioned that Bitcoin was going to come back and take this order block right here. Let me get my pen right here. or my lighter. This is my cigar lighter. You guys can see right here that I did mention that Bitcoin was going to come back and retest this level. Pretty much that's exactly what happened. I've been calling this level for 2 months now. We came down, reached 87,000. We also broke out of this horizontal or symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it. We also did break down below the point of control volume profile, which is, I don't want to say bearish, but obviously we got a nice little clear or knockdown. We came down, grabbed this liquidity right here. So this is a liquidity grab right here. And in my opinion, we're most likely going to have a big bounce. Now, the big question is, are we going to have a big bounce of the recovery shape right away? No, maybe it's going to take 1 to 2 days. Should you potentially long Bitcoin here? I'm longing Bitcoin here with a stop loss below $85,000. So obviously, you guys need to make sure to essentially risk and manage your risk accordingly, okay? Number 3 that I do want to talk about, guys, is the total 3, okay? So this is a total 3 market right here, as you guys can see. For those of you guys who don't know what the total 3 is, it pretty much is the crypto market cap that's not, and it doesn't include Bitcoin or Ethereum, okay? So you guys can see we have a beautiful, beautiful bounce right here off the 200 moving average. The last time we were at the 200 moving average was right here, which was approximately November 2024, when everyone was hyped about the whole Trump pump and everything. That's when it happened. So we're coming back down right now. We're retesting the 200 moving average. We're retesting, obviously not retesting the golden cross, but we're retesting that 200 moving average right here. And the big question is, are we going to have a bounce to the upside? So it looks like that ABC pattern or that Elliott wave pattern is coming to an end, which is obviously very, very good. And in my opinion, we will have a bounce. If we don't have a bounce to the upside, and we do come below the 200 moving average, and we close 2 daily candles below the 200 moving average, that will be extremely, extremely bad. I don't think that's going to happen. I know a lot of people are not showing this chart anywhere. I'm not seeing anyone showing this chart. And the reason why I'm not including Bitcoin and Ethereum is because if this was Bitcoin and Ethereum, this most likely would have gone down, okay? So I'm not including Bitcoin, Ethereum, because Ethereum has been crashing. Bitcoin could, by the way, go down lower, okay? By the way, Bitcoin can still go down to $78,000, and we could still see an altcoin season. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, wait, but if you said this can go to $78,000, so are we going to see an altcoin season? No, it doesn't work like that, okay? I think we're still going to see an altcoin season, whether Bitcoin goes up or down. I think Bitcoin, we came back, we grabbed the liquidity. I think the flush for the altcoins is officially done. I think this is the bottom for altcoins. I don't know if this is the bottom for Bitcoin. I'm not trading Bitcoin right now. You should only, buy and hold Bitcoin, obviously. And you shouldn't even, on altcoins, by the way, you shouldn't even be long on like 10x. You should not be doing that at all. So that is my video overall, guys. But you guys can see in the last month, things are not looking so great. In the last 24 hours, you do have some cryptos, making big moves. You got Pi right here making some nice little moves. You got LTC, Litecoin, making nice moves. You got IP right here. You got Move. So overall, in the last 24 hours, we are up, 10 to 12% in the last 24 hours, which is looking pretty darn great. Like I said, guys, just because we are pumping now, and just because I called an altcoin season starting yesterday, that does not mean that we're going to see, 100x gain starting yesterday, tomorrow, or today. That's not what I meant to say at all. I'm just saying that this could potentially be the bottom, and even if we consolidate and dump a little bit and pump and dump and dump and pump, it doesn't matter. It is, I think we're still gonna see an altcoin season very, very soon, and this was the bottom what we saw yesterday. Of course, it's not financial advice. I could totally be wrong, but at the end of the day, guys, if you are in my Discord, I mentioned and I told you guys that $87,000 was going to happen. I told you guys not to buy Trump coin. A lot of you guys went and go ahead and bought Trump coin. I told you guys to wait for $87,000 to essentially make a trade. I told you guys not to trade altcoin season. And guess what? People who are in my Patreon, they're like, yo, Dose, I know you haven't put a trade out there in over a month, but I think you saved me a lot of money, because I took a few trades. I lost these 2 trades without you. And guess what? He got wrecked. So people who are in my Patreon are actually saving money by paying me, which is actually funny, because I literally told you guys for the past month not to trade. I told you guys not to trade, no trade zone, and all these influencers were buying and longing and 10x, and everyone pretty much got wrecked. And me, I've been touching grass. I haven't been making videos. I've been making videos like, 2-3 videos in the past 2-3 weeks. Why? Because I've been touching grass. I've been waiting. You got to wait for the market to come to you. And now it's the opportunity to pretty much long and start to risk some money and start to gamble, I guess you could say, because everything is a gamble today, okay? You go out in the street, you could get run over. So everything is a gamble. If you guys do like this video, once again, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in